I am Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Business Studies in Vidhyashram PU College. Students, selection is also a process. What is the benefit of getting him and what are the demerits of getting him? Now, job offer and then accepting it. Selection process, what it is from the start till the end. That is what happens. Employment interview. What is it? Employment interview. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Business Studies in Vidhyashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Yet another session, that is session number 4. What exactly it is? Session 1, 2, 3 is all done, students. What exactly the third session was? A quick recall. Recruitment. The third session is all about what? Recruitment. Inviting people to face the interview. In recruitment, what is that we actually learned? We learned about sources of recruitment, that is internal source and external source. In internal source, you have transfer and promotion. In external source, you have so many kind of a thing. Then we learned with what? The merits and demerits of internal and external source. And then I told you that in the next session, I'm gonna teach you something called selection. Yes. Now we are in the next topic, that is selection. What is selection? Students, selection is also a process. That is, selection is also a process. What is this? Selection is a process of identifying. What is it? They'll identify and then they choose, and choosing the best person out of what? Now there are many people who have come for the recruitment, right? They have come for the interview. Now can we select all the people who have come to the interview? No, we can never go with those kind of things. The reason is you need to go with what? The best of the best, and that is what selection is. Selection is a process of identifying and choosing the best person out of a number of prospective candidates, for a job. That means there are so many people, but in that, what you should do? You should only go with the best person. This is what selection is all about. And here what it is, it's a process of start right from what? Screening. You are supposed to screen them properly, who this person is, what is the benefit of getting him and what are the demerits of getting him. Is it a right person for a right job? Does he have an attitude so that he can perform the task better? Does he have a bad attitude so that he can spoil the entire organization? Everything will be screened. That is what it is. It's a process may start right from what? Right from the screening of the application. It may continue even after the offer of the employment, acceptance and joining of the candidate. That means what? From the starting till the selection process, everything is included. Now job offer and then accepting it. Understand, there are many people who have done something like this. They have qualified and they have cracked all the interview. In the last segment, what happens is the salary when it comes, the negotiation when it comes, and then they're like, no, I'm not okay with the salary, and then they are done. That is what even happens in the selection. That is the last phase of selection, that is called employment contract. Till then, selection will be there. Here we have the next topic, that is process of selection. If you understand recruitment, external recruitment, there was a demerit. It is lengthy process as well as costly process. You will get to know why it is lengthy, why it is costly here. Now we have these are called as the process of selection process. What it is from the start till the end, that is what happens. And I'll tell you, students, in all the companies, the selection process methodology is different, but procedure is the same. From a small company to a big company, the methodology changes. It is through their standards, but the procedure is what? It is the same. The first one is the preliminary screening. Preliminary means first screening. They should go with preliminary screening only. Then they'll go with what the next thing is, selection. What is that selection? Selection test. They'll have so many tests. Now you have like skill test, aptitude test, attitude test, right? You have stress interview, all those things. It can be paper or it can be what, oral. That is what happens in selection test. Next you have employment interview. Now you have a interview panel where there are people who are really good, and wherever the vacancy is there, those department managers will be there and the candidates will come and they will be taking the one-to-one interview, or it can be a group interview. Next you have reference and background check. What is it? Reference and background check. What is this reference and background check? Here you need to actually go with your ideology should be what? Clean and clear. What it is, every company, though your interview is done, you are doing it solely here 1 2 3 you are doing solely, but here is what the reference and background check. What you are will be asked by people who are known to you, people who have taught you, your university lecturers, your principal, your teacher. These all are the reference and background check. Whether you have a criminal background or not, what type of a person you are, you had any issues or not in the previous employment, all those will be checked. The next thing here is selection decision. Now everything is done. Now there is a doubt, that is, should we select you? Whether people who are better than you, or you were the only one who was better. That is what it is called as selection decision. What is it? Selection decision. The next thing is medical examination. See, after all this preliminary everything, what happens is selection decision. I have selected you, okay, but well, I come to the next one called medical examination. Now you are not fit. Now there is a chance of rejection. Now you can ask a question, sir, why don't we do medical examination first and then go with all these things? Now here what happens is medical examination cannot be done to all the people who have come for the recruitment, all the people who have come for the interview. So what we do is we go with all this screening, and now I'll trim. Now I'll give you an example here, right? Now there is 100 people who have come for the recruitment, and we have vacancy for only 10 people. That is vacancy. Now in that 100 we did not find 10 best people. We only found 5 people who can actually fit into the company. Now we have selected only 5. Now selection is done only for 5 people. Now in that 5 what happens, though there is a vacancy for what, 10, we did not get the potential one. So we will not take anybody who is like the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will not take. We'll go with what, who can be suitable in our company, only then those we will go with it. Now what about the 5 other vacancies, sir? That 5 other vacancy will go with one more interview. That's why it is called what, costly. It is called as what, costly. Sir, in that 100 only we can actually fill? No, those 95 people who are there, we don't feel that they can fit into our company is what we thought. That's why we are rejecting them. So 5 we have selected. In that 5, supposingly 2 of them have a criminal background. What is it? Criminal background. Then we'll have a condition, can we take or should we not take him? Later we'll get to know that they have finished their trial and all those things. Now they're clean. Now what it is a call of the manager, should we take it or not? Now in that we have taken, right? Now there is one person who is very good, all those things, but medical test there was a problem. Now he is supposed to be in the strategic manager position. Now he can't take more stress. He has kind of health issues, or already have got a cardiac arrest, he has a stunt or kind of a things. Now what it is, he cannot be fit in the thing, so we'll reject him. This is what happens in the medical examination. Now we have rejected one of a person, so there are totally 4 people after medical test is done. Now there is something called job offer. Now as a company, they're gonna give the job offer saying that you people are selected, you are supposed to join the company. Now they'll have a condition. What is it? That is contract of employment. Now they'll get to know those 4 people who are there. In that, 2 of them expect something called more salary and they are not okay with it. Now the job offer is what? Rejected. So we'll have only 2 people who are selected, and then they'll move on to our thing. So don't you feel that it is like lengthy as well as it is what? Costly. We had 10 vacancy from first to the last, whatever we happen, we only got how much? Only 2 of them. That is what happens. It is lengthy as well as it is costly. So we'll go with each one of them, what exactly it is. Please be very concentrative when you actually understand this. This is the 8 marks question. How many marks? 8 mark question. So the first thing is preliminary screening. Preliminary screening means what? It is the first thing where they will give their CV. What will they give? Their CV, and we are supposed to check whatever they have written is all correct or not. Here only what happens, I'll give you an example here, students. Let's go with the imaginary example. We have a company and we are concentrating on people who have cleared their chartered accountants, and they are the CA, right? They are the CA, and we are going with one more condition, that is at least they need to have an experience of 2 years as a chartered accountant or an auditor. Now what is the criteria? I'll just tell you. They should have what? 2 years experience, and they should be what? CA. Let's go with 2 years experience, and they should be a CA. Now understand, we got so many applications from people who have done MCOM, MBA, they have done CS, company secretary, they have done CA, all those we got it. Now in preliminary screening, what happens is we will reject all the people who have not done CA. What is that preliminary screening does? We will go with screening. The first phase only, there are what? There are removal. There are many people who have come. Now they will remove them. That is what happens in preliminary screening. And in that what happens? Again there is a criteria, 2 years experience. Though they have done CA, but they don't have 2 years of experience. What will we do? We will also list them out. We reject their application. Now what happens is, currently we have rejected their application, but we will not put it to the dustbin. It is all the database. We'll collect it, we'll put a folder or a file, then we'll keep it, because that is called as casual caller. What is it? Casual caller. Whenever we have vacancy, we can call them. That is what casual caller is. Now we'll understand what is preliminary screening. Preliminary screening helps the manager eliminate unqualified, what is it? Unqualified, unfit job seeker based on the information supplied in the application form. That is what the CV is. Now I told you MCOM, MBA, all those, they will be what? Rejected. Next thing, preliminary interview helps reject misfits. Please understand the word misfits. It's a new word which you people need to know, which will not fit in that particular interview. That particular interview is what? 2 years experience. So which are where the misfit? The MCOM, MBA, whoever have done, even a person who has done CA but he does not have the 2 years experience, even he is rejected. That is called misfit for reason which did not appear in the application form. This is what happens in preliminary screening. Now you got it, right? So we have the vision. Which candidate we are saying? A person who has completed his CA, he is a chartered accountant and he has an experience of 2 years. We are only searching for that particular person. Now the next thing we go with selection test. Now we have got so many people who are 2 years of experience and a CA. Let's go with this, right? Example, the same one. We had 100 applications. Now, in that 100 applications, what happened? We have rejected in the preliminary screening, like 30 of them we have rejected. How much? 30 we have rejected. Now total we have how much? 70. Now those 70 people will come to the next level, that is selection test. Now what this selection test happens? This selection test usually happens with pen and paper, or a pencil and a paper, or it can also be gone with oral one. Now an employment test is a mechanism, either a paper and a pencil test or an exercise that attempts to measure. What the test usually do? Why do you have test, midterms, examination that always measure you certain characteristics of individualism? That is what exactly the person is. Does he have aptitude? Does he have knowledge, general knowledge? Does he know things, or he has just become a CA like that? So everything will test here. Now here there are many people who will be rejected. The reason is all their IQs are not the same. Though they have that CA chartered accountant, they have experience more than 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, they're heterogeneous. That means what? The way I think may not be the same the way somebody else will think. Now there are few people who will excel in selection test. There are few people, though they are good, they can't crack the selection test. Now they'll be rejected. Now here what is it? These characteristics ranges from aptitude. What is it? Aptitude, whether they really have the stuff or not, such as manual dexterity. Now that means what? He should be brainy, to intelligence, to personality, in the sense even the personality, intelligence, everything counts. And now what happens? It can be a paperwork where all the questions will be given, the case studies will be given according to the standard of the company. They'll go with what? The selection test. Now what has happened in the selection test? We got to know that again, like 30 people are being rejected. 30 of them are rejected. Now what exactly happened? 70 minus 30. Now we have 40 people. Now these 40 people are qualified because they have qualified the selection test. Now the next one is employment interview. What is it? Employment interview. Now how many people are there still with us? We have 40 people with us. How many? We have 40 people with us. Now in that 40 people, again we are actually going with the selection process. That is, we'll continue with the selection process. The next one is what? Employment interview. What is this employment interview? The written, everything is done. Now it is all what? Face to face. We'll go with a panel discussion or a one-to-one discussion. Again, it depends on what? The standard of the company, the way the code of conduct is, the way the selection process happens, right? Now, in that 40 people, you need to know the employment interview happens with 2 people or the group. What are they? We call them as interviewer and interviewee. What is it? Interviewer and interviewee. Who is this interviewer? The person who takes interview is called as interviewer, and the person who accepts that and then he will tell everything about him, that is called interviewee. Now here we have the interview happens here, interviewer, and here is the interviewee. Now the interviewer will ask all the questions to the interviewee. When he asks the questions, the interviewee need to respond. What he should do? He need to respond. The way he responds to the interviewer, now the interviewer will do what? He will evaluate. He will evaluate and then he'll write down whether this person is good for the job or he is not good for the job. That is what the work of the interviewer is all about. Now we have 40 people, right? Now we had 40. After this we have rejected totally 20 people. Now we are left with what? 20 more. We are left with what? 20 more. Now this 20 people will go to the next level. So what is the next level here? We call that as reference and background check. What is it? Reference and background check. Now those 20 people are there. Now understand, in that 20 people, let's go with this 20 people. They are very good. Interview, everything is done, every kind of a process is done. Now we have come to the reference and background check. Hope you people have seen this Munna Bhai MBBS, right? In Munna Bhai MBBS, everything happens, but what exactly it is? He forgets to go with reference and background check, what exactly Munna Bhai was before. Now that's the reason we have something called reference check. There are so many incidents in the country like India where you will get to know a person who has no qualification but he has joined as IAS officer, IPS officer. There are so many articles which you people have seen. You have even seen like Munna Bhai MBBS kind of a version. People have no qualification as a doctor but still they have joined their thing and they have started their office also. So we should always have what? Reference and background check. After that we got to know that there are like 10 people, there are like in that 20, there are like 10 people who are not the CA, who are not the real CA, or people who have less than 2 years has the experience. They fail to go with those kind of a thing. Now what is that we do? We will reject them. What we will do? We will reject them. Now what happens is, we have only 10 of them. So what is this reference? Many employers request name. That is what the employers request name. What exactly your name is, all those things you will actually get. Address, telephone number, reference for purpose for verification, information and gaining additional information. See, this is what we do for the reference and background check. That is, we want to get the additional information which those people did not tell us when we conducted the interview. The next thing is previous employer, how did they work, right? What exactly their thing is. Now the previous employer will tell to the present kind of a person who is taking interview that he was arrogant, he was not disciplined, he was not on time, he lacked something called, he had something called a fraudulent act in the previous thing, all those things. Now what is that we have done? We have rejected those people, now whoever are not fit to the job. Now again here students, you need to understand what is that is the reference and background check. Teachers and university professors play an important role. That's why don't bunk their classes or don't humiliate them, because when it comes to your job, what is that? It is that pen or the call which they really need. If they give you a bad conduct, then it is gone. You can never go to any of the corporate sector. The reason is what? The reference and background check plays a vital role even for the rejection. You may be the best in the interview panel, everything is very good, but when it comes to reference and your faculty, or though Vidyashram faculty will never do that, but other faculties whoever are there, if you are troubling them, this is where they're gonna hold you, right? That is what happens. But I'll tell you, I'll be very frank, there is no faculty in the entire world who wants their student to fail in some or the other way. They always want the student to flourish. They'll tell you, they'll give you punishment, they'll scold you, whatever. It is only for your benefit. That is what happens when it comes to a student and a faculty relationship. Now this is what is the reference and background check. So we have 10 people who have been qualified and they'll go to the next level. What is the next level? That is called as selection decision. Now understand this, here you cannot do anything, but all the thing will be done by whom? The manager. Who plays the vital role here? Here it is the manager. Reason is, the manager is the only person who is answerable for the new employee work. He's the only, that's why he'll now think, whom should I hire? Now we had 10 people, right? We had how much? 10 people. Now those 10 people are there. In that, now understand, in a company, what is the real vacancy we wanted? We wanted only like 2 people. How much? We wanted only 2 of them. So the vacancy is only for 2. Right now we have how many people? We have 10 people who are really good. Now the manager will see everything. Now he was there from the preliminary screening to the background check. Now he'll get to know that should I opt him or should I not opt him. Now there is a ratio. What is the ratio? For 2 of the position we have how many? We have 10 of the people. Now he'll see who is the top 2, 1 and 2, who is the top 2. That is what happens in the selection decision, because selection decision is not the only one. It is like there are so many other procedure also. It is a lengthy process. What is the selection decision? The final decision has to be made from whom? Among the candidates who passed, the test, interview and reference check. Now these are the people who have cleared it. But what is the vacancy? We have only 2 of the posts. The views of the concerned manager. Who is that? The manager. Here student, the manager plays an important role. Will be generally considered in the final selection. Whose decision is considered? The final decision is considered for whom? The manager. The reason is because it is he or she, who is responsible for the performance of whom? Of the new employee. That's why this is very important. The selection decision, you should always be careful and you should know who is the manager and who has the more power. You are supposed to be very good with them, the way you are setting position. I'll teach you in the next sessions, that is how to face an interview. That will be like the best, where you can learn what exactly an interview happens and how you are supposed to present yourself. From the first step to the last step, I'll be with you and I'll take a special session, that is how to face an interview and how to crack the interview. That is what I'll be teaching you. Now in the selection decision, what happens is the manager feels there are 10 of them, in that he feels that 5 of them cannot fit in the job profile. So we are left with how much? 5. We have left with 5. Understand, from 100 now we have come to what? 5, the top 5. So those top 5 will go to the next level. The next level is what? Medical examination. The next level is what? Medical examination. Now in this medical examination, what happens is there will be a doctor. Now doctor will certify that whether that person is eligible or not, is medically fit or not. That is called medical examination. Now understand, instead of going and doing a medical certification or medical examination for 100 people, now understand, we are only going with what? 5 of them. We are going only with 5 of them. So the cost is reduced. The cost is what? Reduced. Instead of going with 100 people, what we are doing? We are only going with 5 of them. Now the doctor will check them personally and he will certify that this person is fit or this person is not fit. Now the doctor will certify in that he can reject 2 of them. How much? 2 of them. Now how many are the applicants? We have the potential applicants, that is 3. We have what? The potential applicants, that is 3. Now those 3 will actually go to the next level. Let's know what a medical examination is all about. After the selection decision and before the job offer, so medical examination is what? It is like after selection decision, okay, and before job offer. So here is medical. This is what it is. It is in the beach. Now after the selection decision and before the job offer is made, the candidate is required to undergo medical fitness test. Medical fitness test. Now here there's something like dumbbells, gimbals, barbells, all those 100 meter how much he should run, 200 meter how much should he run. It is not like that. It is like medically is he stable or not. Now the job offer is given to the candidate being declared fit after the medical examination happened. Now 2 of them were unfit, misfit, that's why they are rejected. Though they are qualified, they have potentiality, the manager also decided that those people can come. Now what it does? Medical examination, they have failed. Now only 3 of them who have cleared the medical test will go to the next level. That is what the next level is. So what is the next level? Here we have called job offer. Now 3 of them are there, but what are the total vacancy we have? We have only 2 of the vacancy. Now students, here this is a call from the company. Should we take 3 of them or should we take only 2? Now always the company, what they do is they always take the potential one. If they feel that all the 3 are capable and potential, they are talented, they are the sources of the resource, now what happens is they will hire all the 3, or else they'll again go with what? The next time they can actually take, so they'll take 2, that one person is always been in their contact, and when there is a vacancy, they're gonna give a call and they'll take him. Now that is what happens in the real scenarios. So what is this job offer? The next step in the selection process is job offer to those applicants who have passed all the previous hurdles. You all know what exactly it is. Job offer is made through a letter. Now here you need to go with documentation. Orally I can't tell those CA that you are selected, from tomorrow you can come. Now they're gonna ask you, boss, we are CA, we need a job offer. You are supposed to draft a letter and then you are supposed to give it to us. In that letter, what all should be there? The role, the pay scale, the conditions, the code of conduct, the rules and regulation, and the way they are supposed to work, that is job description, everything will be given here. So job offer is made through a letter of application, that is confirmation. Confirm his acceptance, such a letter generally contains a date by which the appointee must report on the duty. That is, job offer is like everything will be given and then the date also will be given from when they are supposed to report. That is what is called as job offer. And the last one is what? Job offer is also done. So 3 of them are selected, though we wanted only 2 of them, but we thought that these people are the best. And I'll tell you, human resource is the real resource which a company need to actually take. Out of 100 students, out of 100, if you have done selection process and you have brought it to 3 and you feel that those 3 are really good, you don't feel like I should only go with 2. You will take those 3 because it is what? Human resource is what nowadays efficient worker, potential worker. It is very, very difficult for you people. So that's why you have taken 3 of them. So that is what the job offer is. And the last one is contract of employee. Contract of employee. It's all the legal conditions. Again, documentation. It is all written. It is all printed, right? It is all written and printed where you will have the consent of the manager as well as the person who is the new employee. So here we will have something called the contract of employment. After the job offer has been made and candidate accept the offer, certain documents, what is it? It's all the documents need to be executed by the employer and the candidate. Who is the candidate? Those 3 people are there, right? Those are the candidate. Now those people will actually go with it. Now here what happens? In the contract, if there are like 3, right? There were like 3 of them. In this contract also, now selection process is not done. Even here rejection can happen. Now one of them, he felt that the contract, what they have written, what they are stating, he is not comfortable. What is it? He is not comfortable. Now he can also quit and he can go. Now what exactly happened? Now -1 is equal to, now we have how much? 2 of them. The vacancy was also for 2 and now we also got 2. This is what happened. Once a document is the attestation form, that is what everything is, what? Attestation form. It is all printed. It's all printed by the notary. All those things will come here. This form contains certain vital details about the candidate which are, what exactly it is? Authenticated and attested by him or her. That is, yes, I am ready, I agree all the condition whatever you have written, I'll be actually loyal and in depth to the company or the management. That is what it is, and their signature will happen. Now one of them who was there, he thought that this company is not good for me and he rejected the company. It is not the company who rejected him, it is what? He has rejected the company. Now we have those 2 people and those 2 people are what? They are the new employee. That is what the entire selection process is all about. Any doubt anywhere, what you are supposed to do is again see all these videos, watch all these videos, and then you will understand one by one what exactly it is, from the preliminary screening to the contract of employment. Anybody can be rejected. Anybody can be rejected. Any doubt, anything, you can actually call us, message us, and we are always there for you because Vidyashram is only for the students. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.